just thought I'd touch base and share a little bit more perspective in a sense of what I mentioned yesterday about stepping aside, having a time to yourself, reflecting inside and going to a quiet place and touching into love in your life. I'm going to expand that a little bit more, but just more or less looking at how can we do that? How can we best do that? And why? So I just when I think of love, I think it's the nature of God, nature of Creator God, nature of Mother, Father, Divine, the source of all things. I just think they just kind of emanated an energy, and it's created and completed everything in its perfect synchronicities and things that we can't fathom with our human mind. And so all this entangled with love, for in essence, everything is all encompassed around that. It's like all the space between all the atoms and the molecules, everything, like the pause between the beat of the hummingbird's wings. I mean, that's where that essence is found. It's just there. It's everywhere. We just can't see it or feel it unless we tap into it a little bit. We just kind of take a moment just to do that. Talking yesterday about the matrix. It's kind of turned upside down, and that everything is kind of convoluted. Even the construct of time is kind of wards against the human spirit. It's something that we navigate through, but it's not necessary. Or the essence of who we are wasn't designed to work within a linear capacity, because we're actually multidimensional, and we can exist in different planes and different levels and doing different things, of course. And so something to keep in mind is that very, very rarely is a person ever in the now moment, just kind of contemplating the energy of the moment, making choices in the moment based on what they're feeling and so on. We often look in the past, and often with that comes a lot of distractions, a lot of hurts, a lot of disappointments, remembering trauma and so on. There's an awful lot of depression can kind of slip into your life if you think of the regrets and think about the things you wish you had done differently. And the past is just a history of thoughts and actions and things that have played out. And some people live there their whole life. They can, every circumstance that comes towards them reminds them of something that's happened in the past, and then they just easily pull out the victim card again and again and again, and that's where they hold the energy. It's just, my past, it's been tough, it's been horrible, life isn't fair. And the more they hold on to that and just resonate with that, well, it manifests itself. It just comes to being. We're the thing that makes it so special, our likeness of our Mother, Father, God, is that we are manifestors. We are creator beings. We are made in the image of that, and that whatever we hold energy to, we manifest in our world. From within comes without. And we see it all around us. We might not like everything around us, but yeah, we kind of casted our bread on the water, and it's coming back to us. So be careful what kind of seeds you sow out there, right? So looking at the past, again, it leads to a lot of depression. Some people are constantly worried about the future, and the future, we don't know. We have a sense. We like the cycles. We like rhythms. We like consistency and all this kind of stuff. So we kind of feed it with our hope and that. But there's still different ways of looking at it. Some people live absolutely in fear and anxiety, just contemplating all the bad things that might happen. And so they're always projecting their energy. They're projecting in the future, and they're living a life riddled with fear and worry and anxiety and helplessness, overwhelm mode. These are all the things that are distracted. So you can look at almost any given person any given day. They're either stuck in anxiety, or they're flipping into depression and sadness, and often just making poor choices based on their past, or poor choices based on the fear of what might happen in the future. So when I mentioned about going within and tapping into that river of life, that river of love and stuff, we have to learn to be in the moment. We have to learn to embrace all this energy that is around us, that is trying to love upon us. And that in that love, the pure essence of God himself, that's where the manifestations come. That's where the liberty, everything that God wants for us as his created beings, we are in essence him as we're being manifested. I am, just say it, speak it. I am life, I am love, I am liberty, I am abundant, I am wise, I am a just manifester. All these things that we just step into it, because it is who we are. So if you want healing, you got to step into the now. If you want abundance, you need to step into the now. If you want joy in your heart, you got to step into the now. If you want wisdom, you got to step into the now. If you want answers, you got to meditate and step into the now. Everything is here. Everything is here. It'll bubble up. It'll come up. And divine timing there's something about that as well. And again, the universe is conspiring to be on your side and to give you the best things, right? So you are a manifester, and we have to be careful. You have to be careful. We all have to be careful as to what energies we hang on to. If it's negative energies, we're going to produce negative situations. If it's good energies, we're going to manifest good. So at some point, the lower energies will likely transition, will kind of fall off. And if we're not climbing for higher, better love vibes, better joy vibes, better bliss and delight and ecstasy and things that are serving such an expanse of positivity, if we're not going in that direction, at some point, it might fall off in some degree. There's like a parting of a way. There's like people will go down one path, people will go down another path. And we choose, again, every day who we're going to serve, right? So it's just a matter of tapping into yourself, realize that you are the creator, you are the manifester, you being brought up in a very fundamental Christian home. I'm my whole life, and Christian high school, I went to Bible school, I youth pastor kind of thing, and all this stuff. I know the construct of all that Christianity and religion and so on, and I'm just trying to, just peeling back some of the religious aspects of it, and not trying to throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing. But if you look at who we are, we've been kind of taught that we need to call out. We need to have faith. Have faith in something outside of us. Have faith in God. Have faith in the outcome. Have faith in that your boss knows what he's doing. Have faith that you will have good friends or a good spouse or partner. Have faith. Like, we have all these things, but when you start to dial it down a little bit, is that there's really nothing outside of us that kind of controls us. We control ourselves in our knowing, understanding, and who we are. We have the capacity to direct our own path. And what we need to maybe redial and kind of come back to is the fact that we need to have faith in ourselves. And faith in ourselves is kind of calling back our divinity, calling back our placement in the whole spectrum of things. We are a part of all a piece of that, and no one's different. We're all a part of the collective. We're all part of this beautiful God spark, and that we all have a role to play. We all have a divine signature that no one else has, and we need to step into that, because we're at a time and place where we're going to have some muscles to exercise that maybe we didn't know we had in order to complete some of the cycles here on Earth before ascension and so on. So I just want to encourage you back to tapping into love, Love's the source of all things. That's where our healing, that's the manifesting. Look at Christ. That's where he had the compassion, he had the love, he had the control of the universe. He could create things out of nothing. He could walk on the water. He could make the storm calm. He could heal the sick. He could raise the dead. All this is just because he put his faith in who he was, and he knew the construct of the world around him, the universe around him. He knew how that love and all the energy plays out and how it affects everything. So he trumped his time and space to manifest whatever he desired, what was right, whatever was pleasing to him, right? So just encouragement, step into the river of love. That's where all things happen. Everything happens in the now. Don't be afraid of the now. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. It's irrelevant. If, let's say, we're skipping ahead in a couple of years or whatever, maybe we shift to a fifth dimension. There is no time construct. It's not linear anymore, right? So let's get used to it. What can I manifest right now? What can I do in the moment? Where's my heart right now? Am I worrying about something in the past or worrying about something in the future? Start to reel that back. I've got to exercise these muscles. And what am I doing now? How am I feeling? How am I manifesting? How can I shift this energy into a better energy or a higher energy? We can do all this and resonate love. We can just even sit in our own place, our own space. We can emanate light. We can emanate joy. We can emanate wisdom. We can emanate compassion. We can do all this just by tapping in to what Source wants us to work with and play with, to enjoy. All right, I think that's enough for now. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.